Have you ever felt like there's a war happening inside you? One part of you wants to rise, wants to grow, evolve, speak boldly, live freely. But there's another part, whispering doubts, replaying old wounds, holding you back. Carl Jung didn't see this as a flaw. He saw it as the human condition. Inside each of us is a battlefield, not of good versus evil, but of illusion versus truth. Today, we walk Jung's map of the mind, and by the end, you'll understand why that inner war exists and how to win it. Most people think they're just them, one self, one identity, but Jung showed us the mind is layered, more like a kingdom than a single throne. At the surface is your ego, the part that says I. It manages daily life, forms your thoughts, your image, your opinions. But it's only the tip of the iceberg. Then there's your persona, the mask, the face you put on to survive and succeed in the world. Polite, competent, acceptable. It's not fake, but it's not your whole truth either. Beneath the mask lies the shadow. Everything you were told not to be, everything you pushed down, rage, envy, desire, insecurity, even parts of your brilliance. The shadow isn't evil. It's the disowned self. And deeper still lies the self, not the ego, not the mask. The self is the whole, the totality of who you are, both conscious and unconscious, your soul's truth, the real you, waiting patiently beneath the war. Now imagine what happens when you only identify with your mask, when you live as if the persona is the full self. You ignore the shadow, inflate the ego, abandon the self, and it begins to hurt. You start to feel anxious, blocked. You don't know why, but something's off. That's not weakness. It's your shadow knocking on the door. Jung believed that what you reject in yourself doesn't disappear. It becomes unconscious, and the unconscious, when ignored, becomes destiny. Think about it. Have you ever hated someone too much? Ever been deeply triggered by someone's behavior without fully understanding why? That's projection. The traits we attack in others are often the traits we've buried in ourselves. This is how the shadow speaks, indirectly, emotionally, through conflict and confusion. And it will keep speaking until we listen. So how do you win the war inside? Not by domination, not by pretending to be pure, perfect, enlightened. You win by integration. You stop hiding. You get curious about your reactions, your triggers, your pain. You learn to see your darkness not as the enemy, but as the missing half of your truth. This is shadow work. It's not mystical. It's methodical. You journal. You reflect. You admit. You face. You say, yes, that lives in me too. And instead of shame, you meet it with presence. And something shifts. The war calms. The masks loosen. And in the mirror, you don't see fragments. You see someone whole. Jung called this process individuation, not becoming perfect, becoming real. Jung also believed the battle wasn't just personal. Within each of us live ancient patterns, what he called archetypes. The hero, the shadow, the wise elder, the lover, the rebel, the child. These forces shape your dreams, your behaviors, your choices, whether you're aware or not. The hero inside you wants to overcome, to grow, to become. The shadow holds the test, the dragon, the resistance, the fear. The anima or animus, your inner feminine or masculine, seeks balance, wholeness, integration between emotion and logic, softness and strength. You are the battleground, the journey, the myth, and the monsters you face. They are parts of you, asking not to be slain, but to be seen. So what's the purpose of this battle? To break you? To wake you. The self doesn't want your perfection. It wants your wholeness, your shadow, your shame, your wisdom, your hunger, your softness. Every piece of you belongs. The battle within is not punishment, it is the path. And the moment you stop running from it is the moment your life begins. As Jung wrote, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. So go into the dark. Face the fear, meet the shadow, and walk forward, not as someone trying to be good, but as someone learning to be whole. Because wholeness isn't found out there. It's won in here, in the battle within,